morning, Libby. Although I've got my SpaceX.
Oh, that is good. Oh, that's so cool. Love that.
Is it recording?
Right,
so
if I pre-frame you, are we recording? Yeah, we are. So if I pre-frame you with so Katie, you've done your profile. What have you got from doing this with me today that you're going to be able to take going forward?
I think, first of all, I've got a lot of clarity in terms of knowing how to move forward, because I know what is my zone of genius, and I understand more about why I was potentially feeling a bit more drained at certain times. And I also realised that maybe I don't have to persist trying to do something that isn't in my zone of genius. So bringing those 2 points together, I think in terms of moving forward, this has certainly helped me a lot, because now I know a lot more about how to use my talents to move forward in a more linear direction, rather than let me try and put a bit of energy here and here and here and here. So really, really, really useful. A lot of things I expected, but a few things that I didn't expect. And certainly looking back, a lot of it looks like it makes a huge amount of sense.
And so in that looking backwards bit, have you got more clarity on why the things that didn't work?
Absolutely, 100%.
And it's sort of told the story of where you've gone. Brilliant. Yeah. So going forward and linking this with obviously the course you're in the Tame Your Brain to Get Online course, how do the two work together for you? How has this profile helped with the coursework that we've been doing?
In terms of this, I'd say, this isn't like me to sit and think for so long. I'd say the first thing is that it's made me realise where I should be putting my energy in terms of my talents that I've already got, but using them and putting them together with that profile, just to know how you can kind of fire all your energy in the right direction. So what am I actually good at, rather than thinking what should I be good at, or what does everybody else think I should be good at, and just confirming that and knowing the ways to work forward and where I'd fit in a team, for example, or who I need to help me with the project that we're working on with the Tame Your Brain to Get Online. It might have been on the face of it before I did this profile that I was thinking, these are all the things that I should be doing, and trying to claim them all for me. And in reality, realising that actually, if you do get in that flow, you're going to be more comfortable doing what you're good at, and then you can focus on who should I be getting to do these other bits, or maybe where should I be spending less of my time. So I'd say they match up perfectly. Like I think I'll get a lot more out of the rest of the course from having done this.
And last question, in terms of how this is going to change the way that you interact with people who are not like you, what are you going to take away from your profile compared to those bits of the grid that you don't own as yours?
I think, whilst I've always been aware that everybody is different and everyone's got a different perspective, I think it will make me think more in terms of, first off, making sure that I put my message out in a few different ways, rather than me just thinking, this is how everybody thinks. They think just the same way as me, which yet might attract people similar, but might also cut out people that could benefit from my products because I'm communicating with them in a different way. It'll also help me with interacting with clients, knowing certain energies and knowing what they'd expect from me, and sort of looking at tweaking things to make sure that I keep them on side, rather than inadvertently making them unhappy because of the way that I'd naturally act, and very inadvertently doing it. So I think it's going to improve relationships with clients, team members, and also help me get my message out too.
Brilliant. Casey, that was awesome. Thank you.
Hooray.
2 stars. We didn't need any prep. We need no prep.